All of you guys in the YouTube fragrance community, you know how much I love my incense-based fragrances. Once they're dark, deep, rich, and smoky, you know it's gonna get a high mark on my channel. Well, this release from Annick Goutal, let's see how she does on this first impression. What's going on, YouTube fragrance community? Welcome to another first impression on my channel. This time on the house of Annick Goutal. Now, Annick Goutal is a brand that really isn't spoken too much in our fragrance community, and it's a damn shame because this brand does release some quality juices. I'm also at fault here. I don't talk too much about Annick Goutal, but there is one little collection that I absolutely love from Annick Goutal, and I remember Ambre Fétiche, an amber-based fragrance, really got me into the house of Goutal. Of course, I purchased Myrrh Ardente, which is one of my purchases that I purchased, I think, a couple of years back. And this guy is from this collection, which is called the Orientalistes. And this one is called Encens Flamboyant. So it's an incense-based fragrance. And oh man, I can't wait to let you guys know about my first impression on this one. This is a house that you should check out. They're fairly cheap at discounters. Discounters have these for around, I would say, almost high designer prices, $100 to $80 American, give or take. So definitely go take a look, especially Ambre Fétiche, highly recommended from me. Myrrh Ardente and Encens Flamboyant, which you're gonna get my taste right now on this one. First and foremost, before I get into this, of course, I want to thank my partner, FragranceX.com, for this scent. You can purchase this fragrance on their website of the day of shooting today. They had only 14 bottles in stock. And you can utilize my code ROBES08 to purchase this fragrance if you wish to do so on Fragrance X, and anything from the house of Annick Goutal, of course. So let's get into my first impression. This is actually my scent of the day tonight. I'm shooting it tonight. You are going to see it on YouTube tomorrow morning once I edit it and, of course, upload it. But, of course, it's my scent of the night tonight. I have it on my skin right now. And she's still a little smoky, so... Oh, I put some on my hand here. There we go. This one is naked. So let's remind me of this introduction. I'm going to let you guys know what I think about Encens Flamboyant. So the introduction, the opening of this one, smile, good thing. If you really delve into this fragrance, and that's what I'm getting into the first couple wearings that I'm wearing this fragrance, the opening is not a big smoldering, smoky, dark incense that I'm used to. There's a lot of dark, smoky, black tourmaline. I could probably name off 10 or 20, like Bois d'Essence. There's tons of big, smoldering, smoky incense-based fragrances. This is not big and punching. Yeah, the incense, she's there. She's resinous, and I like it. It has a dry balsam fire note, fir note. So it really has like that pine needle type. I don't want to say pine tree on fire because there's a lot of fragrances that do that pine tree on fire type deal, but this smoke does kind of smell like it. I gotta say, it's the smoke from the pine tree that's on fire. That's what this smells like. Not big and thick though. The resinous incense takes center stage in this fragrance. That pine needle. There is some edge of freshness in this fragrance. It's rather unique here. It almost feels like a coldness, like the freshness in this fragrance. The way I could describe it in this introduction is like cold stones, maybe. Cold stones near a pine needle tree, pine tree on fire, and you're just walking into it a little bit. You're not getting too much of the smoke. You're just getting a little bit of the smoke because this thing is not very potent on my skin. It doesn't jump out too much. So it's not very, from my initial few wearings with this fragrance, it really isn't one that is big and bold and punching. So I know a lot of you out there are just like me, love my big punching resinous smoky fragrances, and those are all great and fun, but this one is more wearable, I would say. Again, it's still on the daring side. Of course, incense is very much on the daring side for a lot of people. Now let's get into the dry down. The dry down shows more of the same. There isn't much movement here with this fragrance. You smell the smoke, the resins, the dry pines, good amount of black pepper in here. That's one thing I noticed when I wore it today, and when I was typing this up and thinking about what I was going to tell you guys on camera, is just randomly, boom, black pepper. I was like, whoa. And the black pepper gives you that kick, and it works very well with the incense. And I never really thought black pepper and incense, would that work well together? Hell yeah. It gives this fragrance a little more edge. The black pepper comes in a little bit into the introduction, more into the mid of this fragrance. And right now, if I'm smelling myself, the spices are took a step back, really. It's more about the incense, more formally on, this is probably hour 3 or 4 here on my skin. So black pepper kind of took a backside for this fragrance. But really, I love that mesh of black pepper and incense works very, very well. And it gives the incense a little bit more edge to this fragrance, where it kind of lacked a little bit of that edge from darker and big, bolder fragrances that have this. So overall, Encens Flamboyant from Annick Goutal. I'm a happy man. It brings all the familiar ideas that I would assume from an incense-based fragrance. It really isn't misnamed or anything like that. It does exactly what I felt like it was going to. It gives me the smoke I need for an incense fragrance. It's not too dark, and that's one thing that I'm going to like about this fragrance. Is this may be one of those that when I feel like having that little bit of edge, but it's not too much. This one may actually be good for that. It gives me that smoke, but it's not too dark, and it kind of gives me a cold freshness, almost a transparency to the incense here, to the scent. And it doesn't hit hard like many other incense-based fragrances would do. So really, Encens Flamboyant, a winner from the house of Annick Goutal. I knew this. This is not news to me. This collection is absolutely stunning from Annick Goutal. Go check them out. The 3, the amber, the myrrh, and of course the incense, all 3 great. I think the myrrh one is discontinued, unfortunately. But the other 2 are readily available. I know Ambre and Encens are both on Fragrance X, so you can check them out there. And as usual, please comment below if you have smelt any Annick Goutal fragrances. Hey, recommendations, put them down in the comments below, because I only own, 3. I know I got the fig-based Ninfio Mio. Ninfio Mio is the one that I want to get. I don't have a bottle yet of that, so I already know about that one. But anything else that you think is good from the brand, comment below, because I want to be checking out more Annick Goutal fragrances. And hey, if you have smelt this fragrance, the incense-based fragrance, give us your take, good or bad. And of course, I'm going to be reviewing this probably in the new year in 2018 sometime. Can't wait to review it, put it on my skin a little bit more. But again, thank you for the support. Thank you for checking out my first impression on Encens Flamboyant. Have a good one.